Okie dokie, good morning. 3 items in this video. Sewing kit off eBay, but I did buy some extra strong cotton. I'll show you why in a bit. A pressure cooker. What's he doing? And a cloth, a piece of old scrap cloth. I was told by our friend at school, and she said if you want to make yourself a pot bag, one of the easiest ways that she knows, and she showed me how to do it, and I will show you that in this video, whether it works or not I do not know, is to get a scrap piece of material, oversized, so you can see the height, okay, wrap it around the size of the pot you want, and then just sew up the one edge. So then I will stitch the bottom. Then she showed me a little bit of a trick, which I thought was fascinating. Now, if anybody, there's probably seamstresses out there and people who are really good at sewing. I'm not the best, but I will have a go in here. It's pretty substantial. Let's see this. I'm going to wrap that back up again. We'll lose that. So, let's see what it looks like. You can see it's pretty decent thread, so I don't want to waste that. I'm just going to use some thin cotton, doesn't matter what it is, we've got some here. So I'm just going to go down with that. So now what they reckon you do, I've never done this, so you have to bear with it. If anybody's out there, seamstresses or whatever, please leave a comment down below. I believe now that you pull it apart, and now we stitch across here. I'll do the same the other side. Yeah, I know it looks rough, but that's the idea, because I will not be throwing this away. I'll unstitch all this and I'll use it, if it works, I'll use the template. Well, it looks a mess, and the idea is now you turn it inside out. Now you can do a lot better job, of course, with a sewing machine and whatnot. This is just for demo purposes. This is all pure guesswork, all right? So we'll turn it inside out now, or wherever, and see what happens. And what it does, it sort of makes the bag with a round bottom for you, almost. You see what I mean? Looks pretty good, innit? Let's get the pot in it. And there you go. It just saves stitching the bottom on separately, or you just have a big bag, but I just thought it just looks good. And the material I've got is really good stuff, so I'll do that now and make it properly. And then you got to, of course, you'll have to put a hem around the top, probably on the inside, so you'll turn it over on the inside, stitch, leave a gap, and then put your rope in for your drawstring. This is a bit too long, probably, yeah. Yeah, you probably only want it about there. But, superb. Just square off the material. I'm using the edge of the table here. Follow that as a straight line along here. And then I'm on the other edge of the table. I'm cutting it straight as well, so we've got a straight edge, so it should have a perfect edge both sides. And we'll get sewing. 2 different types I'm using. What am I going to use? I think I'm going to go with this one. It's slightly thinner, but it's just strong. It's like a braid. First stitch in the corner I'm going to do, so I'll put it through, put a knot on the end, and I've also gone through itself as well. That's going to be pretty tight. And I'll just carry on doing now. I don't know what you call it. Is it loop? Is it over loop? Or I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to stop there for now, leaving that much of the motor. I'm not too sure how much we'll need at the top until I get the pot in. Then we can put the drawstrings in. So the next thing to do is to do the corners, I think. No, wait! Curiosity kills the cat. No, don't do that. Leave that alone. Right, so there we go. So I'm just going to go probably that much. Hey, would you Why don't I just fold it over? That'll make the base even stronger, and then just stitch and over stitch. Fits that side. The base, that's all that matters really. It's only the base is going to sit in there because the handle and everything, because the bag's wider. Okay, I'm going to try the pot. There's a need to measure your pot on the base like we just showed you, so we'll have a quick look now. And then what I'll do as well, sorry, I'll stitch these two to the base. Absolutely bags of room. Bags of room. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? What a good technique. And inside I will just stitch the two together there like that, you know. Okay. Right, next thing, drawstring. So I've tucked it in. It's up to you if you could leave that in if you wanted to, but the ends here need to stay open. So what I would do with that, I would put a stitch around this edge, and then you'd stitch along here, which I'm going to do next. That'll have to be all like an in and out weave stitch, you know, through. Also, when you're allowing for the drawstring, when you pull the drawstring together, you need to allow. So that's why I've left quite a bit. Because when you pull the drawstring too, like so, you want to make sure that it's going to be closed up nice and tight, but you've still got plenty of room for the lid. Otherwise, you know, you're going to be struggling because you're not going to get the drawstring tight enough. So I'll allow a little bit more on that. From this bit which I left before, all the way up. So I might just leave it on, to be honest with you, extra strength. So I'm going to start stitching this up now, all the way to about 3/4 of an inch. Leave that gap for the drawstring. What I'm going to do now, I'll just snip that there. I'm going to tuck it underneath, and I'm going to stitch it like that. So I'm going to stitch it all, so it's going to be equal. And when I go around here, it'll be stitched into this, so it'll make it even stronger at the top. This will probably take me about an hour or so, but I'm not far off. This is going to be one really strong drawback. Anyway, I'll get back to you in about an hour or so. So I'm now going to try and get the drawstring through. Okay, so I'm going to have a go at pushing it through with this. It's only a, what was it? Straighten keyring. Ooh, that got me. Just heated the end up and squash it a bit, because the other way I just tried and just so that's pretty solid now, so I'll try and push that through. I'm still trying to get it through. I'm nearly halfway, so I've split it because I'm going to make 2 joins and I'll redo that one there. But on reflection, I'd make this wider, a lot wider. Okay, that took some doing. My fingers are raw, all by hand. That drawstring, that needs to be a bit bigger. Also, I had to use a shoelace to get it through with, but let's see what it's like. This is I've not even done it since I just finished. I'm not turning it out or anything. There we go. That's the thing, though. Will it draw? Right, well, yeah.
You'll be able to find it.
I won't, because it's camouflaged. Actually, that's going to take some drawing. So I might have to. It's not big enough, not wide enough. That needs to be a lot wider for the drawstring to pull properly. I can't even do both ends, can I? You learn by your mistakes. Anyway, there we go. This is how to make, how not to make, or how to make a drawstring bag. Put the drawstring now in the big bit at the bottom, which I'd already made because I stitched that. So I'll undo this and I'll make this nice and tidy, just so it all becomes one. But actually, it works really well. pull it together. Well, there we go, really. I mean, that's it. Drawstring bag. I've got a bit more to learn, but big learning curve. Done the hemming and everything. I just hem these, and we're done. And also, there's enough room to put some bits and bobs in, like if you want to do your cooking, you can take your cooking stuff with you as well inside. That's it. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the vid, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe button and notifications over here. Take care. Catch you in the next one. Bye.